Mm. Yeah. I'm gonna talk to Maxim. All right, let's go hit that. And I'm gonna go back to camp, get some more of those opal challenges.
This place is heavily guarded.
I got a key. What the fuck? There we go. Get both these. I gotta go get that key. Why is there two? Two shops. What the fuck?
Hello and welcome. You never know when this might come in handy. Glad to replenish your stock. Finished looking around?
I must.
Another shop right here. Makes no sense.
What can I tempt you with? Always good to have. One of my.
Ah,
I
they
hope
sell
to
the
see you
same
again.
stuff.
You like that? It could be yours. You look so strong and powerful. It's just your style. Until next week.
I'm off.
There we go.
None bought! None for eveness! Who's a shitted?
Time did I wake up? Like 9 p.m. Anna? Seven or 9, I forget. I gotta stay up all day today because I go out of town for work. Oh, I like that bell sound. The hell? Where did it go? Ooh, flighting. Lost track of it.
You there, you!
What is it?
Do you enjoy flighting? Lobbing insults at one another?
I am familiar.
Then I challenge you. But be warned, this flighting's like none you've ever known.
How is that?
For this duel of flighting, intent is reversed. All rudeness is flattery, a blessing, a curse. So if you seek to harm me, then simply be kind.
You gotta go with compliments?
What a lovely request from a very sharp mind.
How charming. Shall we bet?
Here's my wager.
Undies.
After you, friend.
I stand here in awe at the charm of your face.
You're the picture of elegance, beauty, and grace.
Well done. I was wrapped with excitement when you came along.
Oh, your valor's the subject of story and song.
You're wonderful. You've such a great talent for flighting and rhyme.
It is truly a pleasure. My partner's sublime.
You're such a talent.
This flighting's been lovely. A wonderful time. You're skilled with your rhythm, as well as your rhyme.
It's been a true joy to take a moment away from London's troubles and trials. You've more than earned this.
Yes, level 4. It's always nice to hit a new level in flighting. That way I know I'm not missing out on any cutscenes or dialogue choices. No. No. Oh, thank God.
The other side must be barred.
Wait, what? Oh, there's got to be another way to get in. Okay, okay. Place is looking rough.
I hear you. What is wrong?
Thank the gods! I wanted to get the new shipment done early, and accidentally boxed myself in.
Doesn't
That's all.
matter.
I can get
Sorry.
you out.
Not so fast. Avoid
I'm
breaking
fucking
the
good
jars.
though.
The sauce
Trying to
is
stay up for
delicious.
24 hours, so
Smells
I
like a sun-soaked
reset my
fish
sleep
farm.
schedule for work.
Please, make a path through the jars so I can get out.
Wait,
And
what the
don't break any. The smell is awful.
And oh, do not. Okay. No, I'm going out of town tomorrow. And I woke up at fucking like 9 p.m. last night. So I gotta stay up 24 hours and reset my sleep. Because I usually work at like 4:30 in the morning. And I'm waking up at 9 p.m. So, fuck. So close to breaking these. That tips over, I'm so fucked. Oh, it's brutal. I've been off work for like 2 weeks. So my sleep schedule is just out the fucking window. This is an annoying fucking challenge. There's so many. Oh, damn. No, cancel. Jesus. Oh, I don't know how I didn't break that one.
Burry's balls. That is
God
foul.
damn it. Oh, I broke one. Really? Ah. There we go.
Thank the gods you've unblocked me. Ah, just a few broken. But the smell will be here for weeks. Still, you have my thanks.
Alright, where's this gold? Okay. A new COD, I like it. It's the first one in a while that I've actually liked. Well, since Modern Warfare 2019.
I should not be seen in this area.
Have you been playing a lot of it? Oh, God, I'm gonna need that. Okay. Okay, I need that key. Yeah, that's until I got the DLC for this, that's all I was playing. And now I'm fucking hooked on this.
If I find one crack, that statue is as fragile as the rest of my collection and costs more than the hovel you call a home.
I have a friend who needs that little Roman man you have. Octavian of London.
I've a guess who your friend is. And no, Osbert cannot have his greasy pedestrian fingers on something so exquisite.
Osbert?
Oh, that is delicious. Yes, Osbert. A name fit for a poor failure. It'll cost a cow's weight in silver to get it in his hands.
I'll give you the filthy silver.
Oh, that is... Thank you. Well, I should hope so. You may take the Legionnaire.
I'll have to take this back to Osbert.
Apparently I didn't need that. I don't even think I've unlocked the stars yet. Fuck, the melee weapons are so annoying in that one. You go so fucking fast when you have the knife out or anything like that. Oh, Jesus. That might take a little bit. Did they release the quick maps yet? I know they were waiting to release all the special playlists. That might be a little easier. How do I get in here? I don't even know how the fuck I'm supposed to get in this place. Oh, another key. Maybe it'll be part of a mission. Wait, what's that key for? Can I kill? No, I can't. Let me get it. Maximilian's gone. I don't even think I need it anyway. Fuck it. Okay, that's when they're putting all the guns in Warzone too, right? Is it going to be a new map? Some people are gonna be hyped. I wish they would bring back Verdansk. I miss that map so much.
Ut congregentur ad Marcus et dixit ad vulgares de terra super.
How about a round of dice?
Do it.
Look, I know this game well.
Aye, what say you? Let's go a few rounds.
Let us play.
Excellent. Let us not tarry.
What's this one? Hurt damage, gain health. That's pretty good, actually. Finally, a coin flip win.
This will do.
Fuck. Oh, yeah, right. He gets the triple. I'm pissed.
Interesting.
Come on. Too bad. Oh, hi. I get a big baby. Hello. What's going on?
Interesting.
Hmm? A big baby. Oh, hi.
The earth wellas, in tremble ondo, and everyone think cha spade day.
Hey? What are you doing? What are you doing, huh?
Hello, it's Cheboda, with an yam dene. The call emekwana, at a his when ode, the his accent, weg and rixlod. For the thasea, he os be wap, no de. There the hath henne, vi dath os helja we, vi hen hath. If magon he ship o, he raktan mit fuel an manu. Vi magon he a berstan. Borchwa well is osta thrath. Neles chira hila ma. Ich bedueth. Godem en yan, swella icho, eleman. At wed, man
Why are you sitting so off?
Fana seed swatune. Swasi bishop queneth.
You can go, huh? Where are you gonna go?
Juan a year one pound. Sholan glan wisse wessanyak.
Oh, And Torgi comes.
Juchrata Sinbange Achwil. Is the heat ratche. Well as to gath mit Wille. Scherchen, Rim as Hegarme.
Fuck.
Bochwelas. Jus. Webi Thorath Mil, Toya Gad Rivet. Und basta. Von der Licht stand Mond. Kom der Sof Liedje in Aquella Don Boch. Dale.
This victory will be mine.
How did you do that?
Yes. I thought that was gonna flip.
The Bishopeth Hiran accent.
Oh, you bitch.
The Swelten for Sulna und fahren to his Werk. We Schulan Session.
Okay, I got him back.
That way, Fokra Lieb.
What? Are you kidding me? There's no fucking way that just happened. Wow.
Ah, not like this. This will do.
No fucking way he did the plus purple off. Ooh. Are you fucking joking? This is bullshit, man. This is some fucked up shit.
Interesting.
There's just no fucking way. And then he's gonna do multiply.
Go easy on me, will you?
He's getting all axes. No fucking way, dude.
How'd you like that?
Dude, this guy's got some crazy fucking...
I'm not done yet. Let's begin.
Watch out, Torgi. Alright, let's keep going with this. Yeah, gonna have nothing. Oh, he doesn't even have that many. God damn it. Of course, the one time I get 5, he doesn't have it. alright, not horrible. I gotta keep him low on the favor. Oh, and I skipped one. Fuck, I didn't even see it because the lighting. Sweet. Can't believe how hard I got stacked against him there.
This will be over soon.
Very good.
Done. Dusted.
Good game.
Well played, stranger. Another round.
That is enough all out for now.
Stolen overmood med läraren never yet.
I heard the Gilded Sparrow was carrying more incandescent.
This harbor houses sunken treasure?
Yeah, the current's too strong to pull the wreck out, so we're left to lament the loss. You interested?
I am a strong swimmer. I fear no cold, current, or dringer of the deep.
Then by all means. We can scrape together a reward fit for the cargo's rescue.
That must be the corpse of the Golden Sparrow, that merchantman. One chest with treasure, another with this bottled message. I wonder who has preserved this message.
A message in a bottle? Ah, wise. Hid a necklace in a cow's stomach. Guess you'll have to go fishing for the rest of the treasure.
Good. A cow's stomach. What the? What's she talking about? Get a necklace and a cow's stomach. And a cow's stomach. Appreciate it, man. Have a good one, dude.
Water's boiling with them. Come now, you little scaled cowards. Pull on my line.
Come on.
Slippery bastards. Must be the necklace. That is a lot of silver.
I have the treasure you seek.
Do you? Please, give it here then.
I found this necklace in the guts of a fish. I could not get rid of the smell.
Even reeking of fish, this is priceless. Many thanks.
So much for a reward. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I gotta go get more of those. Opal quest.
one begins a long time ago at a desert oasis. Salute.
Have you got a contract?
There are contracts. Remember, this I do it myself.
What do you have today?
Take care. You go on. Now, this one begins a long time ago at a desert oasis.
It's a good day for fishing.
Tarbin,
Hey,
I can lend a hand.
that's a relief. I did not fancy asking Holger.
Tarbin, what brought you to our clan?
Your reputation. Heard folks say a band of hard-drinking, battle-scarred warriors had washed up on shore. Said you had settled in the center of Mercia, taking in whatever flotsam, jetsam, and jumble of misfits came to your docks.
And this appealed to you?
More than anything. Always been a bit of a drifter. The thought of settling in a rowdy camp felt like a good balance. And being a baker, I knew my services would not be sniffed at.
I did not take you for a baker when we met. You have the look of someone who swings an axe.
I do hear that a lot.
But baking is your only craft, is that right?
I have always enjoyed it. And I have always been good at it. But when I'm not able to find such work, I take odd jobs where I can. So long as I can work with my hands.
Well, we have that in common.
A question, Eivor. You're a warrior, a fighter. That much I know. But if you could stop fighting, what would you do?
You asked the wrong question. I can stop fighting, but to do so would be to deny the essence of who I am. I think you mean, if I had to stop fighting, what would I become?
No, you've given me the answer I wanted. It's good you found what calls you. A rare and happy thing.
Yes, I see you both. What can I... It's you. What are you doing in Mercia?
Collecting grain. 30 silver's worth if you can spare it. I do have the coin.
Right. Well... Take what you need and get going.
That should cover it. Thank you kindly.
Of course. And you take good care of yourself. Yeah?
What's that about?
Is that your usual vendor? He seemed a little surprised to see you.
Did he? Well, could be he knows somebody who looks like me. There's no shortage of big bearded men around here, yeah?
I suppose not.
I don't get it. So we're not gonna get any explanation for that.
About your question earlier, what would I do if I weren't a warrior? I would ask the same of you. Is baking bread your greatest wish?
Is there something wrong with wanting to bake bread? The Romans baked bread. The Egyptians baked bread.
It is a fine trade. But is it your calling?
It is my calling to feed people, I'd say. To be of service to those I care for, and who care for me. That brings me joy.
Put that way, it is a noble pursuit.
I don't know that it's noble. It is simply what gets me up in the morning. It gives me purpose for the rest of my day.
Need help with your grain?
No need, no need. I'll do the rest myself. Bring it in and put it where I like.
All right. It was good to speak with you, Tobin. A welcome diversion.
You too, Eivor. Thank you for your help.
What's up, Ollie? Oh, thank you for the biddies, dude. Appreciate it. Fuck you. I got 20 minutes to destroy these carts. There they are. slow anyway. There we go. Look, I think I'm gonna have to do all these.
Oh, my brother! Die!
So I have to kill the target. Not that bad. I'm not even tired.
I must be careful now.
Ooh. Holy shit.
I wish my life
Oh,
had
shit.
been a carnival of drinking ale and pissing.
It could have been, I'm sure.
No, we have not reached such a point. I used the order to live a life of ale drinking, but the price of my ale was murder. Sad, really.
Carlos Baba.
much time? Oh yeah, I do. All the way up there. What is this?
Here's the blockade to be cleared. I should be cautious around here. Azar, the river is clear, save for a few bodies and sticks. Your goods will get through.
Your reputation comes honestly then, though I am not sure about the name Wolf-Kissed.
The scar on my neck.
Ah, my Viking name would then be Azar One-Eye.
Thank you, Azar One-Eye. My men will help construct your trade post.
Then I am twice indebted to you. If ever you change your mind about Ireland, I will be found in the trade post, once built. Oh, and I found your letter. Here.
My cousin Barith is alive, and King of Dublin. The Nothnir never failed to delight.
Eivor, are you prepared to go to Ireland?
Azar, you did not tell me the king was my cousin.
It was most amusing this way, was it not? A little mystery.
I prefer to know what is what. But it was a pleasant surprise.
He's eager to see you. Shall we set sail?
I'm not yet prepared for this voyage.
I will wait.
What level do I have to be for the Irish? $55. Maybe I should go do that. Francia is 200. River Raids 210. Alright, let's go do this actually.
Ah, Eivor. I have been meaning to mention to you the legacy of Saint George.
Is this some sort of ridiculous legend?
It is. The story is that the revered saint's legacy, lost for hundreds of years, is divided and hidden across England.
Such a great treasure, and yet no one has any idea where even a single piece could be?
Until now. For months I have heard whispers that match the stories. And now my scouts have returned with a map. The rivers Severn and Exe both play a role in George's legend.
Very well. That is where we will search.
But keep a lookout for hints of other hiding places. Nothing is known for certain. Whether any of it actually exists, I cannot say. Care to go find out?
Sounds tempting. I'll go.
Good luck.
Mun finna öx og afhenda sér báður. Það segi ég. Ég sagði 5. En fíflinn kvaddi eigi minna en 7 silfurpenning. Hún verður þungur í skauti. Ef njósnarmenn herdsins skyggnast seg ekkert. Við munum þurfa meiri tíma hvort það heldur sé. Mun ég hafa fleiri tíðinda á morgun. Far heim, breyt þér eins og daglega. Dreg dul í nokkura daga. Málið sé laust brátt.
Find the pieces of the river. We have one of two. Okay. Who's this? A hunter bow? Flawless hunter bow. 600. Oh, it's a scythe. I can dual wield scythes. Okay. I gotta go do some of this.
We will travel along here. If you have any treaty concerns, rest assured our raids will not affect them. You will work under cover of our ships and avoid familiar places.
Damn, I lost two guys.
Sail! Igloo, catch the wind!
Raid completed.
Take you.
Välkommen after, styrman. I'll split you! Sail out!
A tiny raid.
Come, help me with this.
Some good takings here.
What the fuck? What was that key for then?
Let the sail out!
Shoot the troll-kissing coward! Susan! Your doom comes!
On the other side.
Die! I'll snap your spine!
Hey, come here a moment!
I'll have your guts
Souls
out.
grant me
Watch
strength!
out!
Come on.
Not much longer!
Is anyone gonna help? Finally, holy fuck.
Some good loot here.
Hey, come here!
My thanks, Eivor.
Back to the ship.
Oh, damn. And I gotta go hit these. How the fuck do I get down there? There we go. It's a big camp, right? Yeah, I'll keep going. I only got room for a small.
Run up the sail. me a hand with this.
Much to plunder here.
Glitched. What the fuck? There was no fucking... Oh my god. There was no, loot.
Right, let's get back to the ship.
God damn it.
Morun går okkar frækin.
That one. Fuck. Gotta go around.
Let the set out.
Turn and then stay left. I need to hit. I don't have enough room for that. Here we go. Perfect. This doesn't have any? I don't even know.
Give me a hand over here.
Ration?
We're done. Let's get back to the ship.
That's it. Oh, yeah. These are all doubled up here. Fuck's sakes.
Och nu! Raun och riff!
much did I need for that scythe? I think it was 800. 8 or 900. Need to go hire a newbie.
Let us join battle together and reap glory's bounty.
Join me. Together we'll force open the doors of the All-Father's Hall.
While you were away, your Jomsvikingar helped to serve other Jarls. Here is the tribute they earned.
Sweet.
I'm off.
Up for some raiding?
$800. Okay. What TX? What's going on? It has been a while. No, I didn't forget you. I always remember because my graphics card is an RTX. So that's why the name always sticks out to me. That's why I remember. Which graphics card did you get? Fuck, so you got DLSS 3.0. I'm so pissed the 30 series doesn't do that. I got the 3080 Ti. And now I feel like it's too late to get a 40 because a 50 is going to come out. Plus I don't really have the money to spend on a 4080. Might as well wait till the 50 series is out. Get a 5080 Ti and then upgrade my power supply with it. Sell my 3080. Which will pay off of the majority of the 50. Yeah, but it's so close to when the 50s are coming out. I don't want to miss out on like DLSS 4.0.
Run up, let's go. Nothing here but ruins. Not worth getting off until someone rebuilds the place. Many
Oh, they
things
keep...
here. Seems they were expecting us.
Fuck you. My processor is an 11700K, I think. $11,700K. And then I have it boosted up to 4.9. Yeah. The processors I don't really upgrade until it's bottlenecking my GPU. Just because all I care about is gaming and frames. I'm not doing any work. So the processors are overkill for me. What? How do we have what we came for? Oh, nice. Yeah, it still makes a big difference, though. And I play a lot. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty, too. Plus, I got the fucking juiced up monitor. It's hard to get max frames on this monitor. I still can't even get 60 FPS in Cyberpunk on max settings in RTX. Any of the new story games are... I'm not even getting close to max frames.
Some good takings here. Hey, can't do this alone.
Ashens, are you serious?
Test this.
Oh, Jesus. Now let's go up and get that.
Time you die. Give me a hand with this.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Let's get out of here.
Got so much iron and shit. Can't believe I got rations. Like, really?
Sail! Catch the wind! No raising the sail here.
We can raise the sail in these waters.
Feed the raven this day!
Better get some fucking supplies.
Won't take long. Bleed! Break!
Oh, you little bitch. This guy's impossible to hit.
Hey, come here a moment. Give me a hand!
Okay, I'm coming. Up another level? What the? Yes, supplies.
Right.
Okay, there's nothing else. You're back. Why, darling? Why? Got food on the way.
Let the sail out!
Okay. Let's do this shit. Oh, the wall blocked it.
Give me a hand over here.
Foreign supplies. If I get one more foreign supply, I can fucking... Who's that?
Come, help me with this.
Oh, come on, this be good. St. George Clue. I'm going in here. Or are we gonna have to bust the window out? How is there nothing in this church? Alright, we're good on supplies. Okay, I gotta go back underground. Shut up, Ollie. Shut up. Fuck. How do I get around? Oh my god, this cat. What the fuck is going on? What are you doing? That's all I can fit. Cats are gonna be the death of me. Holy fuck, I'm gonna lose it. Oh, sweet. Who's going to be here?
You mentioned the Bobby Green knockout. Great by Jaden Turner, but referee, not so great.
Yeah. One of the worst I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, he's been around for a while. He's a fairly solid ref. What do you think that can be attributed to?
So the difference is, you know, we've had some refs say some dumb shit in the past, like, oh, I allowed her to be a warrior tonight, and goofy shit like that. He knows that he made a mistake tonight, and he does not feel good about it. So, yeah.
Is that just like the heat of the moment?
It's unfortunate. Is he what?
Is that just the heat of the moment? You think he just didn't notice? It looked like Bobby was.
You'd have to ask him that question, but yeah, definitely a bad stoppage.
You had an interesting call out from Ronaldo Moicano. He said, "Let's keep this."
That fool been calling everybody out. That's all he do is call everybody out. Anybody that wins, he wants to call out. Like, that's annoying, bro. Stop doing that. I don't know why these fighters keep doing that. Like, stop. Like, it's corny, bro. It's corny. You're not Conor McGregor. Stop trying to have everybody's name in your mouth. That's weird.
What do you think all of these fighters want to fight you for? Like, what's the big hoopla around your name?
Do you see me with any other fighter's name in my mouth? Why do they have their name, my name in their mouth?
Gotcha.
You know, I always like thinking the best case scenario, and I feel like I can knock him out in the first round. We gotta think about the best, right? We shouldn't think about worst situation.
And how likely do you think it is that your next fight will be for that title, considering there's a couple of guys ahead of you that, you know, say that they want to sit and wait for their title shot? You know, Justin Gaethje's been saying things like that.
Justin Gaethje, he already has a title, BMF title, so he gotta enjoy with his title. That's it.
Gotcha. And let's say if they do, you know, pass you up and they go a different direction, is it just just main events for like a fight night, or do you want to be on another pay-per-view? What are you thinking?
If they're not gonna give me title fight, yeah, we gotta figure out. So, but hopefully they're gonna give me title fight, and that's it.
Hey, I told y'all, my boy Sean, he's that good. He's a savage. It's hard to do that to Gastelum. He just dominated. Congrats to my boy Sean. Way to go out there and get that thing, get it done, and get back in the win column. Congrats, G.
Davison Figueiredo received a DM from Mark Zuckerberg saying, "Congrats, you looked great today." Figgy replied, "Thank you very much, my friend, for the message. What an honor to have you here."
I thought Mark Goddard stopped it a little too premature, dude. I do. That right hand, he was still moving. Yeah, he caught a couple blows, but dude, that's not enough to stop a fight for a world championship fight, dude. Like, let the eyes roll back, dude. I still don't see Sean O'Malley as the best in the world. I don't.
Really?
I don't. I do believe Cheeto Guerrero's gonna beat him.
You believe so?
You have good defense. You walk that dude down. You kick his freaking legs. He still has that wide leg. You kick his legs, and you just bring the fight to him and grit. This is what Sean O'Malley will do. And look at the clock, because he throws a lot of power. He is precise, but he throws a lot of it.
Yeah.
Like, does he prepare the thing? So I do believe that I would bet the house on Cheeto. And once I beat Merab, I'm gonna get Cheeto next. I like either fight, really. So walk him down, good defense, and you'll beat Sean O'Malley.
And what do you make of the PFL buying Bellator? PFL is now saying that, you know, they're the co-leader. They believe that the roster is comparable to the UFC's. So what do you make of the whole situation?
I don't know. What do you think about that?
Asking you.
No comment? You have no comment? You want me to comment? Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, but yeah, good for them. I wish them all the luck in the world.
Very cool. And Oscar mentioned
I mean, I've covered this before. You must not have heard it. One shitty organization that sells no tickets and nobody watches buys another shitty organization that sells no tickets and nobody watches. Sounds like a fucking winner to me, boy. Right? Woo! Go, guys.
As Oscar mentioned.
What do you think?
Well, I think they have a pretty good roster. I don't know if it's on par with the UFC's, but I think they have a solid roster.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think of their ticket sales?
Hey, they're not running big arenas.
Huh?
They're not running big arenas or any arenas at all, really. So,
what do you think of their TV ratings?
That I don't know about. The deal with the
You
UFC.
cover the sport?
I do. I'm not sure about the ratings. That's why I didn't ask.
So you knew enough about it to ask me the question, but you don't know enough to answer the question.
Well, I didn't ask about the ratings.
I don't believe you, but okay.
Gotcha. As Oscar mentioned, you know the Note Boys podcast. In the background there, we kind of saw MVP's name on the board back there. Is he signed with the UFC?
Wow, you know a lot about a lot of things except ticket sales and TV ratings and all kinds of other stuff. You're that guy. You are that guy. What other questions do you have for me?
Yeah, you shut your fucking mouth. You shut your fucking mouth. Ah, fuck. Nobody don't want to hear you talk.
Hector Lombard posted on Instagram, "As you can see, I was sitting nice, cool, and relaxed before the circus created by David Feldman started. You can see they all came and grabbed me so that the clown could grab my belt as they planned. And now I am the bad guy for exposing the truth."
It's so funny to me that now Ben Affleck is so respectful. Meanwhile, when I used to fight there, it was madness. It was a fucking circus created by David Feldman. And it's funny, like they become so very respectful. Press conference, very respectful. Meanwhile, they orchestrated a fucking circus against me every fucking time. It's amazing. It is amazing. You cannot make this up.
Speaking at the post-fight press conference, Eddie Alvarez reacted to his loss by saying, "With a bare fist, I thought for sure Mike would go down. He didn't. My hat's off to Mike Perry. The guy's a effing battle axe."
Champ is here. That champ is here. Hit me, bro. Go ahead, get you something now. Let me finish it off.
Savages.
Savages.
Mr. Morale.
Brandon Novak is one of several professional skateboarders that dominated MTV in the mid-2000s. From becoming a pro skater in his teens to being featured on shows and movies such as Jackass, Viva La Bam, and CKY, Novak had all of the right characteristics to launch a successful career similar to some of his co-stars. Instead, the path he ultimately went down would be filled with decades of constant struggle and self-destructive behavior. In fact, when you learn just how bad things got, it makes you wonder how he survived as long as he did. For many people, Brandon Novak was simply another happy character having fun with his friends on TV. But the truth of what was going on behind the scenes was far worse than what most people knew. This is the story of Brandon Novak. Brandon Novak was born on December 10th, 1978 in Baltimore, Maryland, and grew up in a household with an interesting dynamic. His mother was a nuclear physicist at Mercer Hospital, and his father was a struggling drug addict who eventually died due to his addiction when Brandon was still a child. Despite the peculiar dynamic of his household, Brandon did have a relatively decent childhood, which mostly consisted of skateboarding with his friends. Now, pretty much any kid who picks up a skateboard at least briefly has a goal of becoming a professional skateboarder. And when Brandon first started skating at age 7, he wasn't any different. However, unlike the majority of kids, Brandon's skateboarding was actually good. He was so hooked on skateboarding that there wasn't a doubt in his mind that he would eventually get sponsored.
And I got my first skateboard at the age of 7. And the night that my mother put me to bed, she said, "Brandon, what would you like me to do with your skateboard?" And I said, "I want it in bed with me." And she said, "Why?" And I said, "Because if I die, I want it to go with me." The moment that that board had touched my hand, I knew I was going to be a professional skateboarder.
He began spending all of his free time skating and completely dedicated himself to getting better. Luckily for him, it didn't take long for his hard work to pay off. When he was still a kid, Novak happened to start skating with Bucky Lazic, a professional skateboarder who was one of the top pros of that era. Since Bucky was also from Baltimore, he took Novak under his wing and acted as a mentor for his skating. At that point, Brandon was already a talented skateboarder, but this mentorship accelerated his progression even faster. By the time he was 14, his incredible skill level allowed him to catch the attention of Tony Hawk, which then led him to landing a spot on the Powell Peralta skate team. Soon after that, Brandon became the first skateboarder to be sponsored by Gatorade and was even doing commercials with top athletes such as Michael Jordan. At just 14, his childhood dream was already starting to come to fruition. Unfortunately, this dream would be short-lived. Perhaps influenced by his father, or maybe just the people he put himself around, Brandon began experimenting with drugs at an early age. He started off by casually smoking and drinking with friends, but soon progressed to much harder substances. Now, even in a subculture like skateboarding, using hard substances isn't widely accepted, and it didn't take long for his habits to start causing a conflict with his skating career. After finding some of his paraphernalia on a skate tour, the older skaters on the team, including Tony Hawk, gave a 16-year-old Brandon an ultimatum: go to rehab and get
You're gonna
clean,
get a Mountain
or
Dew
get
raid
kicked
on
off the
the
team
6.
forever. Surprisingly, without hesitation, Brandon chose to quit the team on the spot.
Maybe.
Despite spending the majority of his childhood dreaming about
what
and
the
working
hell?
towards becoming
The
a
hell is a
professional
Mountain Dew
skateboarder,
raid?
just like that, he had
I don't know.
given it all up. In his mind, he was simply having fun like the other teens were, and skateboarding needed him more than he needed skateboarding. However, as he would soon find out, that was far from the
Mountain
case,
Dew are doing a
and
thing.
the issues of his reality were just beginning to show.
So it says here. During the
Growing
live
up skating in
period,
Baltimore,
the raid
Brandon would often make
AI
trips
will
up to Philly to go to
call
skate the
all
park
the
there.
live streams
Since he
tagged
was
under
such a
gaming.
talented skateboarder, naturally he became close friends with some of the other skateboarders
you
who would
gotta
visit the
put a
park.
Mountain Dew logo
Well,
to
it
get
just so
raided by
happened that
them.
one of those skateboarders was a young kid named Bam Margera. Novak and Bam were around the same age. They skated the same things and were both very good at skating. Over the years, they became great friends and would even make trips to go stay with each other and skate. Sadly, when Novak started getting into heavier substances, this pretty much stopped altogether. Bam would show up to the skate park and Novak was nowhere to be found, essentially disappearing from the skate scene overnight. Well, as time went on, even though Novak quit, Bam
Just said, look at that frosty Mountain Dew there.
Major sponsors. Shortly after that,
So
he
it's
then
saying I
started
have a Mountain Dew in
transitioning
my
to
screen when I
and was
don't.
filming movies, TV shows,
Yeah, I
and
know, it's
commercials.
weird. It's an
The lives
AI.
of the two friends had basically become
I guess keep
opposites,
a Mountain Dew
with
in your
Novak
stream?
slipping into
Does your brother
substances
have an empty
and
bottle?
Bam rocketing into a life of fame and
Even if
money.
it's an empty bottle,
The
it
thing
still counts
is,
to put
throughout
in
this
and you
period,
would get-
Bam never forgot about their
I'm
friendship.
guessing you'll get something
Although
out of
he was
it.
basically becoming an overnight celebrity,
what, though? I
he
want
would
to
still
accept the
ask
raid.
about Novak whenever he was in town.
But how do you even
And like a
accept the
true
raid?
friend, when Bam heard that he was struggling with substance abuse, he invited Novak to come
Yeah,
live with him
yeah,
to try to get clean.
One day I just disappeared off the face of the earth due to my addiction. And he's asking about me and they're like, well, you know, we see him, he pops in occasionally, he's on heroin, there's not much we can do. And with that, Bam left his number and he said, look, let Novak know if he wants to get clean.
If you remove your Dew, you'll be prompted to bring it back on camera. If you don't, you'll be removed from participating streamers. Okay. So you basically just get featured on the Mountain Dew gaming Twitch channel.
He can come live with me.
The goal was to get him out of Baltimore and into a new environment where he would be around better people who had his best interest.
How many people
As simple as it
actually get
was, this act of kindness arguably saved Novak's life. See, after moving in with Bam, Novak was shot into the spotlight right alongside him. He was in many of the same TV shows and movies, and because of that, he started making more money than he had ever made before. In his early 20s, he was already a multimillionaire. He was traveling the world, getting paid for appearances,
basically get
and was
featured
living a
on the
life
Mountain
many
Dew's
people could
Twitch
only
page.
dream of. In a few short months, he had
And
transitioned from a
then you
homeless
would
drug
get
addict
a chance to receive a one-on-one coaching session with a professional streamer / content creator.
I don't care.
No. That's
to a
seems
millionaire
weird.
TV personality.
I thought you would have
And
got some
at
Mountain
first
Dew
glance,
products or
everything
something.
about it seemed like an amazing
No,
success story.
I don't
However,
fucking-
as great as it may have appeared on the
I
outside,
already know what
there
you're
was still
supposed
one
to
major
do, but I
problem.
just am.
Novak
I don't
had
have
never
the
fully overcome his addiction.
energy to
Throughout
do
the
it.
entire time he was living with Bam,
I'm not doing
Novak simply
TikToks and
wasn't able to
YouTube
maintain his
shorts and
sobriety.
fucking.
He would have certain
No, you
periods
don't
where
have
he
to
was
do
doing
YouTube
better,
shorts. You just have
but
to
even
stream
with the
the Mountain Dew
multiple rehab
products in
centers
your
and
No,
clinics,
I'm
he was
talking
never
about
able
like
to stop
the how to
using for
get bigger.
good. This would cause major tensions in his
Like the main
friendships,
thing they're gonna
since
say
most
is
of the people
YouTube
around
shorts,
him desperately
TikToks.
wanted him to get better, but were frustrated with his constant relapses. He would be late to filmings, he would miss various trips, and he would show up to events completely spaced out, all while constantly lying to his friends about his sobriety.
Seriously, just everything. Take it all out. I completely would tell you. Take the whole thing out. Take it all out. Trust me, I want to come up here. I know, dude. I'm just saying, man. If you're doing that at my house, I seriously gotta kick you out or leave.
Things were beginning to spiral out of control, and Novak's friends and family were starting to lose hope. To make matters worse, Novak's time in the spotlight would only last for so long. As the years passed and Brandon steadily burned bridges, he would slowly get fewer and fewer opportunities. The movies stopped getting filmed, the TV shows ended, and the paid appearances stopped happening. The only thing that continued throughout the years was his addiction, which had no clear end in sight. Novak had somehow found himself
he
in a
looks
position
wrecked.
where the flash of fame he had experienced was over. His addiction was at its all-time worst, and his friends and family had been pushed to their breaking point.
Why do you look like you've been punched in the face?
As bad as Brandon was
Hmm?
when he was strung out,
You look like you've been
when he
punched
was
in the eye.
sober, he was actually a really good guy. He was extremely talented, he was smart, and he had a
Mhm.
lot of potential. People genuinely wanted him to get
Maybe it's a
sober,
shadow,
and his
I don't
friends
know,
and
but you look like you've
family
been
had
punched in the eye
literally
for some
spent
reason.
hundreds of thousands of dollars
Hmm.
on his treatments over the years. The thing is, it's hard to help somebody who isn't ready to be helped. The qualities that made Novak so likable were the same qualities that made it hard for him to get better. When someone is that successful at a young age, it's hard for them to lower their ego enough to get the help they need. This was a major issue with Brandon, and it's the main thing that held him back for so long.
The more outrageous, the more outlandish my antics were, the more in demand I became. The higher my ratings came, the more I made financially.
He had been to over a dozen rehab centers and countless outpatient treatments. And although he learned some things, like many other users, he thought he knew better and never fully accepted the help he was getting. Eventually though, he was forced to come to terms with reality. Brandon's years of substance abuse had caused a toll on himself and those around him. His employment opportunities disappeared, his friends had all but given up, and after dealing with his addiction for years, his mother finally decided to kick him out of her house and serve him with a restraining order. All of these things combined left him homeless, broke, and alone. But in some ways, it was exactly what he needed. Having spent years and years letting substances ruin his life, he was completely defeated in every way possible. And after realizing he had no other option, he decided he was ready to actually get help.
You know what it might
Pain
be?
became great enough that I
Might be my
became
bottles with the green cap.
you told me to do.
Maybe.
And I came to this realization in that basement that I possessed that job for,
Wait,
for
why would
20
the bottles
years
do that,
that
though?
consisted of knowing everything to
Oh, the thing.
to coming to the
Yeah.
understanding that what I do know is that I don't
Green liquid and green cap.
Everything stacked against him, Novak was beaten
Or
down
my
just
water
badly
bottle.
enough that when he checked himself into
Maybe.
rehab for the 13th time,
But you haven't
something
had that on
finally
stream.
clicked.
Yeah.
He was at such an all-time
I
low
did
that
have a
for
drink of water
whatever
earlier,
reason,
I don't know.
The same information he was given on the 12 previous
No, you only
tries
just got it
had
when you was
finally
watching
started
YouTube,
to
that's why I'm
resonate with him.
confused.
He
What
actually
would be
started to
making
receive
that
No, I got it
advice
a
being
little
given
bit
to him,
before.
and his perception
did you?
suddenly started
Yeah.
to change. This new perspective
Maybe then,
completely
maybe it's your
shifted
water
the way
bottle
he
that's better.
lived. After successfully completing a 90-day
just
rehab
something green,
program,
I'm guessing,
he
that's
then
not it.
continued on to a sober living house. And after staying
Yep.
there for a while, he went back out into the real world. Except for this time, he was finally sober. In the following years, Novak was able to write another book, release more skateboarding videos, and start a successful speaking career where he shares his journey with others. Today, he even owns several sober living houses where he helps people in recovery transition back into society. Brandon Novak could have easily become another celebrity that eventually passed away from an overdose and was simply forgotten about. But somehow, he managed to completely turn his life around for the better. It's hard to know why it took so many years and so many attempts to do it, but after seeing what he's gone through and where he's been able to end up, his story is definitely an inspiring one.
The early 2000s were a special time in the world of snowboarding. As a previously underground sport that was finally hitting the mainstream, there was a massive boom in its popularity. With this industry growth also came the emergence of several big names in the sport. And at the time, few names were as big as Kevin Pierce.
Coming in first place, Mr. Kevin Pierce! Kevin Pierce!
Not surprisingly, you won it.
Kevin Pierce!
That guy is solid as they come.
Unfortunately, while some riders would go on to fulfill long and prolific careers in snowboarding, Kevin's career would sadly be cut short, and the events leading up to the end of his career, as well as the way in which it ended, would ultimately expose a much darker side of snowboarding. Growing up in Vermont, it seems natural that Kevin was already riding snowboards by age 5. His family had deep ties in the snowboarding community, and he spent his entire childhood up on the mountains. But Kevin doesn't have the same prodigy story as a lot of top athletes. For most of his early years, Kevin wasn't considered a very gifted rider at all, and he wouldn't even begin riding competitively until his mid-teens. Skill-wise, his older brothers and his friends were much better than he was. However, somewhere along the line, this dynamic began to change. In the 8th grade, Kevin somehow managed to convince his parents to let him move to Mammoth with his 18-year-old brother, allowing him to snowboard full-time and do schoolwork during the off-season, a move that proved to be a major boost for his career. Unsurprisingly, as he increased his riding time, he also increased his skill level. Kevin would spend more time on the mountain than anyone else around him. He was the first one on the mountain in the morning and the last one off the mountain at night. He made a constant effort to go ride as much as possible, even when the weather conditions were bad. Not because he was training to be better, but because he was genuinely having fun. This effort eventually paid off. As Kevin rapidly became a better rider in his teens, he soon started competing, and it didn't take long for him to start collecting some major wins.
Kevin Pierce, always a pleasure to watch. Yeah. Oh, Kevin Pierce is on fire right now.
By age 17, Kevin claimed back-to-back victories at the Arctic Challenge contest, as well as 2 silver medals and a bronze medal at the 2008 X Games. This winning streak helped him gain a long list of big-name sponsorships, along with hundreds of thousands of dollars in prize money and endorsement deals. He was a key figure in a newly budding movement in the snowboarding world, and there was a lot of excitement about him possibly competing in the Olympics. At the time, professional snowboarder Shaun White was dominating the scene. He was winning almost every major contest season after season, and not only was he winning, but he was winning by a wide margin. As Kevin emerged on the contest circuit as a solid contender, a narrative quickly began to form. Kevin Pierce would be the one to finally beat Shaun White. See, Kevin was a part of the Friends crew, a group of snowboarders purely focused on having fun snowboarding, even going as far as spelling the word friends without the letter I, since they don't see it as an individual thing. In interviews, Kevin spoke about this a lot. From a young age, snowboarding was something I did for fun. I never thought of it as anything more than that. It wasn't until the last couple of years that it's turned into a career. This is all about having each other's back and cruising together. If we don't win, it's not the end of the world. This was a stark contrast to Shaun White's approach, who was widely seen as a fierce competitor who was more focused on winning than making friends in the community. In several major contests, Kevin was surprisingly able to outrank Shaun White, which for years didn't even seem possible.
Taking out Shaun there, that was my first major half-pipe win.
Deja vu last year, was able to put that one down. Shaun was in first and just snuck in there. Whew, I'm happy, man.
When it became clear that Kevin was an Olympic hopeful, people started to wonder if he would be the one to finally take out Shaun White on the global stage. After all, Kevin was doing some of the hardest tricks in snowboarding. He was inventing new tricks, and for most people, it seemed like he had a great chance at winning an Olympic gold medal. Sadly,
These are
before anyone would be able to see
$72
these
for
events
20
play out, a
McDoubles.
single slam would cause his entire career to be cut short. There are a lot of risks involved with snowboarding, and there are also risks involved with using the internet without a VPN, which is where today's sponsor Surfshark comes in handy. But what do they actually do? Well, while working on a new trick called the double cork, a trick where the rider does 2 flips and 3.5 spins, Kevin caught the toe edge of his board and slammed directly into the ground. This resulted in a 6-day coma where it was unclear whether he would even live.
His eye was totally swollen. He blew his pupil out, which is a sign of a massive head trauma. It's just not looking good.
He would spend a total of 26 days in intensive care and several months in the hospital, where he would have to relearn how to speak, walk, and do most basic functions without the help of someone else. As a result of his fall, Kevin suffered from a traumatic brain injury, otherwise known as a TBI. TBIs have been very common in sports, especially action sports, essentially since they were invented. However, there's still a lot about them that's not understood. Almost immediately after he regained consciousness, Kevin's first priority was getting back to snowboarding. When could he go back to riding? What did he need to do to win a gold medal? He had almost no concern for his own well-being. What he didn't yet know at the time was that it would be a solid 2 years before he would even step foot on a snowboard. And when he finally did ride again, a harsh realization would set in that his days of competing were over. Just as he had forgotten how to walk and talk, he had also forgotten the lifetime of skills that he had learned leading up to his accident. Sure, he could still cruise around, but not anywhere close to the level he was previously at. Despite going through years of rehab, his brain and his body simply weren't the same. Not only that, but the risks involved were significantly higher. See, after someone suffers from one traumatic brain injury, the dangers of suffering from another one are much greater. Not only is it easier to damage your brain if you fall a second time, but the injuries it might sustain are far worse as well. Simply put, there is no way Kevin would ever be able to compete again. His brain was in such a fragile state that simply riding around was dangerous, so risking slamming while trying to relearn tricks just wasn't an option. Kevin's lifelong dreams were crushed. Losing snowboarding is definitely the hardest thing that I've ever had to deal with in my life. It's almost like a part of me is missing. For his entire life, he dreamed of being a professional snowboarder and winning an Olympic gold medal. Snowboarding wasn't just his career, it was also his identity. And in his early 20s, he was having to face the harsh reality that those dreams were over. As sad as his situation was though, there are hundreds, if not thousands of other athletes that suffer from even worse TBIs every single year. And relatively speaking, Kevin was one of the lucky ones.
Champion freestyle skier Sarah Burke. She is in critical condition right now after an accident on a training run left her with a traumatic brain injury.
For champion skier Sarah Burke, 9 days after a terrible crash, has died.
Sarah Burke, her life
Jesus.
cut tragically short this week when she died after being first seriously injured in practice.
On January 10th, 2012, professional skier Sarah Burke was seriously injured while training on a superpipe in Park City, Utah. The same exact superpipe where Kevin Pierce was almost fatally injured just a few years earlier. Sadly, unlike Kevin, Sarah passed away soon after her fall, and the world of skiing lost one of its most loved professionals. With these two high-profile crashes happening so close to each other at the same exact location, people started to question the standards in snowboarding. When competitive snowboarding first started out, ramps were at a modest height. These days, the average superpipe is 22 feet high, with other ramps spanning close to 100 feet in length. On top of that, riders often go 10 to 20 feet higher than the actual ramp. This means professional snowboarders are going 40 to 50 miles per hour, then launching off of ramps that easily send them 30 to 50 feet in the air. When you consider the dangers involved, it begins to raise some ethical questions about competitive snowboarding in general. To become a top athlete in snowboarding, it takes an incredible amount of dedication. So if you make the ramp taller or make a jump bigger, professional snowboarders aren't going to question it. They're just going to try to figure out how to rise to the occasion. For the first few years of Kevin's recovery, he was still convinced that he would eventually ride competitively again. Doctors told him the risk involved, they told him that he could potentially die if he fell again, but he was determined to get back on the board. It wasn't until he finally realized his skill level simply wasn't there anymore that he finally decided to not pursue it. If for some reason he could still ride at a high level, he likely would have competed, even with the risk involved. As crazy as it seems, Kevin isn't the only person with this thought process. The kind of person who becomes a professional athlete loves what they do. and they're not going to stop simply because it becomes more dangerous. Not only that, but the money, fame, and accolades that come along with being a top performer are often a strong incentive, especially with young athletes. While most fans of a sport want to see it reach its full potential, eventually some questions start to arise. Should we allow athletes to risk their lives in competition? Are athletes capable of making the judgment themselves? Is it wrong to entice young competitors with millions of dollars? These are difficult questions to answer, but seeing injuries like Kevin's makes them hard to ignore. Hopefully though, by paying attention to Kevin's story and others like his, more conversations will be had that will eventually lead to progress being made.
What time is it? 10:30. Holy, shut up.
Yes, one more. And only because you all have such good taste. Now, good to see you.
Have you got a contract for?
I have just received one of our suppliers. I bet some opal on your success, so do.
What do you have to?
No, can't do it. Oh, Black Panther.
Thank you for your. Go with now. This one.
Heavy damage. How many medallions do I have? One.
Long time ago, at a desert oasis, far away, a place
I'm gonna lose it on this fucking cat.
temple to a hidden hall. The guardian of
Holy shit. Like, you actually can't be more noisy than these idiots.
a protector of holy wisdom. And this protector had a wife, a scholar, who spent her days.
I would like to.
You should get that. Honestly. You will get so much use out of this. An excellent
1.5 melee damage.
Done shopping for
May I?
eager to find it is.
I must be on my way now.
Don't be a stranger.
As if there's 1.5 melee. Wait, melee damage. That. God, I've never hated these cats more than right now. They're so fucking loud, it's unbearable.
For my brother! Die!
They will attack on sight here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You've done right by me, friend.
Come on, then!
Who's that? That's like 6 or 7. Oh yeah, I got a statue.
Protector had a wife, a scholar, who spent her days reading ancient tomes and deciphering.
Still haven't seen the fox yet.
Octavian, I have something that may interest you. Maximilian sends his regards.
What? He gave this to you? That perfect little wretch. How did he bring himself to part with it?
Ask no questions, hear no lies. I only hope you enjoy it, and that neither of us have to see that man again.
Oh, thank you, Eivor. Thank you.
I must take my leave. So long.
Die dulci fruemini.
So much shit here that I can't get.
He will achlichen on me. Something is bad. Mother me von Wiende. Ah! Lassen me gaven smne månad. He sendte meg til Elden Motorhuset. Selv here feit wasjen. Nå vi ikke overflyttet.
Venues near London Wake. Okay, so there. Okay, so he's got to be in the garrison then.
Best not to draw attention here.
Come on, then. Hey, don't you loaded? Alarm! Kill many and die well! Don't fall for any traps.
No shame in patient. You got the belly, coward! What you? Get back here, you coward!
What's
It's
this?
the jails. How to... Oh my god, it's the garrison. Shit. thought the garrison was where they kept Prisoner. Repulse Fort. Gotta be that then. Oh yeah, that's gotta be. Yeah, that's him.
Thank you, my friend. All father!
Is there trouble?
You are a good friend to me.
You disagree with the terms of your captivity.
If love be a crime, then yes, I do. But I'm only guilty of such a boon. Me, Keener Wolf of the Gleeman.
I see. And whose wife did you bet?
Oh, the guard captains, and the alewife Luger, and Izane's muse. But who am I to deny women my company?
A scoundrel and a poor friend.
That may be so, but this scoundrel will play naught but the sweetest music for his freedom. You understand? I, Kine Wolf, have been freed from my bondage and am eternally in your den.
Make good use of your freedom, then. Apologize to your friends and stay out of trouble.
Alright then. Now I need to go to London.
Stolen over.
Where would she be playing? I don't even hear singing. Listen.
Wellas. In Trimble on. Det är inte rösten, guys. Tjura som korn to whirl.
Where would a venue be here? It looks like a shithole.
Feel us in down. Forgot who that way broken. Scared. Jag tog att Freja med vinden.
Oh, that's gotta be it.
You don't say.
Gosh. Fuck, I thought that might have been her. Oh shit, there she is.
I have never seen a nun play such an instrument.
I learned the tile harp from church. I used it for coin. Turned away from God to a life of sin. The Gleeman, we were called. The finest bards in all London. Our music moved statues to tears, but no more. The Lord demanded I return to the fold. I begged Izane to join me, but she still toils with devil and drink. Music and dice have led her astray. She and that Kine wolf. All my financial woes stem from their greedy shenanigans.
You have debts, you mean? Large enough to send you into hiding.
How dare you imply that I hide behind my cloth from men who would break my instruments for a mere 50 silver?
50 silver I can cover. But for that sum, I want to hear the Gleeman perform together. One last time.
Oh, you are temptation-wrapped redemption, stranger. I have missed the dice dearly. Perhaps God has other plans.
Search the entire fucking place. I don't understand. Why is everyone crying? You're humming. I do not know where the fuck to go. Oh, that looks like it might be someone.
This is not the first time I've heard a skald sing through tears.
It's my beloved Ostrid. She loves me no more. Thus my quill stays dry. No poetry falling from its once proud beak.
Can you only write verse when you're in love?
Surely. I've not written a ballad about God since I was a girl. Only love moves my heart.
Some of the best verses I've ever heard were thrown in battles of wit and rhyme, not lovesick crowing.
Oh, I have never seen such a battle. Please, enlighten me.
In our battles for glory and blood, we do sing, and give praise to the High One, for Odin is king. And we beg that the High One will give us his nod, that we someday might dine alongside our war god.
Yes. Yes, I see the bricks of this verse. Fight, night, brawl, Valhalla... No. Odin's Hall. Get me my quill.
I should like to hear what music you write. Will you perform it somewhere?
If I can get Keener Wolf's bastardly face to help me with this meter. But you will have my thanks in this performance regardless.
Just the three of them? was a pain in the ass for a side quest.
Isane, Kit, and Kino. That is all the Gleeman. Now we'll see if they play the square.
Come one, come all! Friends, fans, lovers! You demanded our reunion, and thus God has gifted our merry trio with just such an assembly!
With fresh poems bestowed on me by a new muse. One with a heart of a warrior and eyes of frost.
1, 2, 3.
Really, friends and fighters, come one and come all. May we meet up once more inside Odin's great hall.
Rapping. All right, I'm gonna call her there. 4 hours almost. All right. No, I'll watch some movies. All right. Let's see. Zoomed matter. Came in and gifted some biddies. All right, I'll be out of town for the next week, so I'll be streaming only on Twitch. But I'll be back on tomorrow night out of town. Peace. Mm-hmm.